Welcome back to another episode, guys. Today we are going to be reading some Reddit stories. We do have quite a few of them in here. They are all relatively new. Most of these are pulled from the Reddit page, Am I the Asshole? From January, some of them December. But yeah, these are all relatively new. So if you guys end up enjoying this video, please do like and subscribe. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on with today's episode. Am I the asshole for not giving my girlfriend my social security number so she can run a background check on me? So I, 27 male, have been in a relationship with my girlfriend, 31 female, for almost a year now. This evening, she sat me down and she said that she needs to have a serious conversation with me and asked for my social security number. I said, absolutely not. Why would you need that? And then she told me about her ex-boyfriend that was basically living a double life. He had a bunch of criminal charges in his past that he never told her about and eventually exposed her to some sketchy and dangerous behavior before she broke things off and after he cheated. I said, okay, thank you for telling me that, but what does that have to do with me and my social security number? She said ever since then, she's had her friend that works for the federal government run background checks on people to make sure that they are safe. And because our relationship is progressing, she needs to know how I'm a safe partner for her, so she wants my social security number to check my criminal history. Now, for the record, I don't even have a parking ticket. I'm a nerd and a gym rat. All I do is work, go to school, play D&D, come home, watch anime, rinse, repeat, and so I don't really care about a background check. She won't find anything. But I'm not giving out my social security number. I don't feel comfortable enough providing that to her friend. When I said that, she got upset and said I don't understand what women go through and it's all about safety. And I admitted that she's right. I have no idea what women go through, but that doesn't mean that I'm giving my social security number out to a complete stranger. She says he isn't a stranger, he's one of her best friends and married to a close friend of hers. And I said, honey, that's great, but I don't know him. I don't trust him because I don't know him. And that's my information you're asking for. You can trust him with your personal information if you want, but no one I don't know is getting my SSN or critical details. It's just not happening. And she said that our relationship isn't going to be able to progress unless I give him my social security number because she needs to know that she's safe, and she's offended that I don't trust her taste in friends. I got up and left at that point and told her I respect her concerns, but her past trauma doesn't give her the right to try and strong-arm me into giving out sensitive information to someone I don't know just because he works for the federal government and has access to the database. I used to work for the federal government, so I can say from experience, everyone working there isn't some wonderful person. I'm not assuming he's a monster or anything, but just working for the feds doesn't prove anything to me. She called me insensitive and hasn't spoken to me since. I personally feel like she was gaslighting me into giving her what she wants, but I'm not sure. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Alright, so what do you guys think? Is he the asshole? Is she the asshole? What do you
Hell,
guys got going on here?
I definitely say he's not the asshole, but I wouldn't necessarily call her that her an asshole at the same time. Like, sure, she has, like, past things and stuff like that, so I can, like, understand where she's coming from in a way, but I'm also, like, completely on his side with the whole, like, that's critical information of me that's, like, super just information you don't really share with anybody at all. So, giving it out to someone that sh even though she says is her friend, I just no, there's no way in hell I'm giving out something like that to somebody I don't even know. Like, me personally, I'm not really giving my social security number out to anybody except for, like, if I have to do it for, like, a job, things along those lines. Other than that, nobody gets information like that.
But you could just get a normal background check done too. You don't have to go through all these weird loops and turns and everything like that. You can literally just go and get a background check done. There's offices for that. And it's like $60 and then you just have a background check. I don't know why that wouldn't be something she would consider before first giving out his social security number to just a random stranger.
No, it's actually really funny because technically her friend is breaking the law by using governmental resources for personal use.
Yeah, I guess that's also true. I don't think that's yeah, I think every single bit of that's not legal at all.
Doesn't matter. You don't give anybody your damn shit. What the fuck?
That's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
mean, yeah, basically, yeah, no, I mean, I'm not giving here's the thing. No, I guess there is no thing. I was about to say, even if it was like my grandmother, I'm not giving her my social security number. No, I guess that's kind of okay. Maybe I should take that back. If you were a good grandmother, then maybe.
It don't matter. The whole thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. I
Fuck
mean,
you, grandma, you ain't getting my shit.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I wouldn't give my grandma my social security number. Now thinking on that, I don't know why I used a grandma as a relator right there. It
I
doesn't
don't
work for
know.
me.
I don't. I don't know why you used your grandmother either.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, so everyone in the comments was saying not the asshole. Guy just said, not the asshole, I just had a background check completed. I've had them every 5-ish years for the last 20 because I volunteer with children. Some in state, some in federal. I've been screened by the government for a permit several times, and I have never had to provide my social security number. Sadly, I think your girlfriend may be a criminal, and you may need to long con Mark, whatever that means. But yeah, everyone's like her government friend's committing a felony, not the asshole. You want no part of
Alright,
this.
you're about to get your identity stolen.
Yeah, like it's just yeah, overall not the asshole. I don't see anyone saying that he is the asshole. And like
Oh yeah, there's the one saying if you know which friend she's gonna have run the background check, report him to his employer because he's 100% gonna get investigated and likely fired for misusing personal information.
but yeah, no, I mean I am a female, obviously. Uh and like I
Prove it.
would never run a yeah, I'll prove it. I've never like
Send
had
me
the thought that
pictures.
I need to like run a background check on anybody I'm dating. Like, there's checks that would require you to get, like, you know, like, I don't want you having like a sexual disease or something like that. But other than that, though, like, I don't care. Uh, Now, granted, if I did find out you were like a murderer or something like that afterwards, I would be disappearing. You would never see me again. Like, I would disappear off the face of the earth to you. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell if someone's shitty to begin with, you know.
For sure.
Feel like
I
the
mean,
red flags
especially
would
if
be
you're
there.
together for like
You're
a
criminal
year.
leading a double life.
Yes, there are double lives sometimes, I guess. Yeah.
I just want to know
Over-
how long her and her previous like boyfriend were together before she found out he was leading a double life.
Let me see if he's put any comments down. I'm sure he has. I'm looking at his profile. Oh wait, hold on. There's an update.
Come on, Reddit boy.
Hold on. I tried to view his. I'm trying to view his page, and he's got not safe for work stuff. And apparently, my settings means that I have my settings that's turned off on 18 plus. Hold on, I had to turn that on. All right. I'm aware that his profile has not safe to work. Shit, stop telling me that. All right, there's actually an update. So, after reading the comments I've been getting over the last few days, I decided to call her on New Year's Eve and give things one last chance because I'm the type of person that needs to know I did everything I could before I walk away from a relationship. And some people said that she has valid concerns. She just went about them in the wrong ways, which made sense. I told her that I understand and respect that she needs to ensure her safety, but I'm not willing to potentially compromise my safety to make you feel better by handing over my social security number to someone I do not even know and don't trust. And also, that's illegal for him to even use a federal database for personal reasons. So that's out. But what I will do is pay for a background check of your choosing so long as it's a legitimate service and gives you the results. I will not be providing my SSN to anyone but my address, date of birth, etc., etc. Those are all fair game. She refused and said that she has chosen a background check. She refused? Okay, anyway, she refused and said that she has chosen a background check, and that is having her friend do it because she knows she can trust him. So I said, if that's how you feel and you won't budge, then the issue here is trust, and I'm not willing to stay in a relationship that a woman doesn't trust me because of some shit that doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm not paying for another man's sins, and I'm not giving you my SSN because your ex was a criminal. She started crying and asking why I can't understand, and that it's not about me, it's about her. And I said that you made it about me when you asked for my SSN. She got pissed and started accusing me of lying about caring about her safety and says that if I really cared, I would have no problem doing this because I don't understand how vulnerable women are in society. So I said I was willing to work with you up to a reasonable point, but now you're just trying to manipulate me, and I don't feel safe being with you anymore. Because if this is how you react when you don't get your way about having my SSN, what happens the next time we have a major disagreement or a serious situation comes up? Are you going to keep crying to try and get your way or throw out another ultimatum to try and force me into doing what you want? She started saying that as a man, I can't understand what it's like to go through life as a woman and have to be afraid, and that it is what she has to do for her safety and security, and I need to just respect that and give her what she needs for her comfort. I was like, I've tried compromises, you wouldn't accept it, there's nothing more to say here. And to be clear, I wasn't exactly calm, I have severe anxiety, so this was a really, really hard conversation for me to have. I was actively pacing around the house and sweating and forcing words out the entire time. Then she started crying and asking about New Year's because we were supposed to spend it together with her parents. I said, you should have thought about that before you tried to strong arm me into getting your way. I hung up and now we're over. Obviously, I'm hurt, but I'm realizing I dodged a bullet because there's no reason shit should have gotten this fucking messy. And before anyone tries to jump me in the comments, again, I've offered to pay for a check. She refused. It wasn't the test she wanted. I feel like I made a good faith effort to resolve things. Hate to ring in the new year without a kiss under the mistletoe, but it is what it is. I don't know if she really is that concerned I'm some lunatic criminal, or if she's trying to scam me like the lot of you said. Either way, it's all over now. Oh, he must be from the UK, like the lot of you.
Doesn't matter. That's a pack full of That's a pack full of information.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't. That right there was such a struggle to read. He didn't have commas where they should be. There was a lot of run-on sentences, and there was a lot of typos on like his first thing. And me with my medicine and feeling nauseous definitely made that hard. But
No, that.
yeah, 100% not the asshole. This lady's crazy. This lady was definitely trying to do some criminal shit with
Absolutely
his social.
not.
Yeah, this is like insane.
Doesn't matter. You don't get with somebody. Well, if you with somebody down the road, they ask you for your full. Like you need to start questioning what the hell's going on.
I mean, I get it though if you're like trying to feel like say, eventually someday along the line, like I'm sure your partner you'll need to like put down their they could put down their own number for, whatever you need it to
Yeah,
be. But
it's
I'm
certain
sure they might
circumstances.
be they might be willing to give it to you at that point. But like this lady like refusing a background check at another place says everything that we need to know.
That's a dangerous situation.
I think she's
He's
I
actually
think, like you guys
very-
said, I think she's just batshit crazy, and
He's just
Yeah.
actually very logical.
Yeah.
I don't think anything that he did in that situation was wrong. He did everything that he tried to do. Like he tried to do everything in the right way, and just didn't go.
He even
how
tried
was
to fix
supposed
it.
But he tried to get out of it. Dude, come on now. That's a maniac.
Oh,
I
for
just-
sure, no doubt.
Yeah, I just hate that she's pulling like I'm a woman card. You wouldn't understand. I'm a woman and I don't
No,
understand.
you don't
Like
pull that
I just
crap.
hate women that throw down the card like I'm a woman and this is why my whatever I'm desiring is justified. It's not always justified, honey. It is not always justified. But yeah,
Definitely logic behind these things.
guys, definitely not an asshole. But with that said, let's go ahead and check out the next story. I'm glad we were
Do we-
able to get an update on that one. I had no idea that had an update at all. Am I the asshole for telling my wife to stop playing Roblox and to do her duties as a parent? I cannot wait to read this one. The title is so enticing.
Why is this
Yeah.
only 4 days old?
Because I told you I got the newest stuff possible. Like I literally dug in and just got some new stuff that looked juicy. We got to be the first to it, dude. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
God.
Yeah, we're not always
Yeah.
gonna have updates, but eventually, if the stories are juicy enough and people want updates, we'll make like an update story one day. But my 37 female wife and I, 36 male, have always tried to keep the housework pretty evenly split between us. I, for example, mow the lawn, do the laundry, and do the dishes. And she meal plans, cooks, and picks up / drops off the kids. Lately, this has all changed because she's become addicted to a game called Dress to Impress on Roblox. If you are familiar, it's a game where you have to dress your character in a themed outfit before the time runs out, and the other players rate it from 1 to 5 stars. It started off harmless, just a fun thing she would do during downtime before bed, but recently she has missed crucial appointments and chores because of this game. I tried to be understanding and gently reminded her to do her task, but she would always say she forgot or got distracted. The big argument happened last night when she forgot to pick up our 9-year-old son from basketball practice, which ended at 6 p.m. I hadn't gotten home yet as I had to work late, and our son doesn't have a phone, so I had no way of knowing the situation. I eventually got home around 7 and realized that he was not in his room. I looked around and further saw that he was nowhere to be found. I walked in our bedroom confused to ask my wife where he was and found her on her iPad playing the game as always. When I asked her where her son was, her eyes grew wide, and I immediately knew what happened without her having to say anything. I immediately got back into my car and went to go pick him up. Luckily, his coaches stayed after to make sure that he was picked up, safe, and I apologized profusely. Apparently, he had been calling and texting my wife, who was the emergency contact, and she didn't even notice. When I got home, I immediately blew up on her. How could she be so addicted to a kids game that she completely forgot our son? Now, she's telling me that it was a one-time thing and that I'm an asshole for getting angry. I don't know what to think. I do kind of understand her side of the story as it's only happened one time, but she has to be responsible as a parent. She can't just completely forget about our child who has no way of getting home on his own. So, am I the asshole? No.
No, not in the slightest.
How the hell
Like,
do you... What the heck?
For Roblox?
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
like-
that kid.
For
Play
Roblox?
Nah.
Hell no, especially when you're playing Dress to Impress. Get out of my face with that. Like,
Bro,
are you
I be
serious?
tryharding on that game. Not gonna
Have you
I'll
actually
never
played that
touch
game?
it. I'll never touch it.
No,
like-
Jackson, have you actually played that game?
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
Like, is it
Do you
that
think the
fun?
mom's justified?
No,
say,
it's
I've
not
se-
justified at all. The
I've
game
seen-
is not addictive.
Yeah, I've like seen people like Queso and stuff like that play it, and like he's like slay, slay, but like I would never,
Oh, for
and
Justin
like
Gamer, of course.
yeah, like I play games actively every single day, but I would never be so addicted to a game that I would miss something like that.
Forget about my kid.
Like, there's a lot of stuff I could forget
You guys
about,
haven't
which I
played Rainbow
don't.
Ranked?
I've played it and I hate it, but
I haven't played since Operation Health, so
I
The
would.
first, honestly.
There's literally nothing game wise that would make me forget if I had a son that needed to be picked up after school, like
Cyberpunk.
after practice.
That's mine.
So you're telling me that you would forget to pick up your kid from
Oh,
basketball practice?
Jackson, you're a special kind of stupid.
Yeah, thanks.
Like, you're
Huh.
telling me you would actually forget your son over that game? There's literally
I'm gonna be
no
honest,
game I would
if
ever.
I'm like disassociating, yeah.
So you're thinking that you're basically saying that she's justified.
No, not for Justin to impress. No.
You can't base this off the level if the game's good or not.
Interesting.
Like, you can't be like, oh, because it's Roblox Dress to Impress, that means that it's
Okay.
not justifiable, but Cyberpunk you can compare.
You haven't
Oh,
played
that's-
Cyberpunk.
Dude, you know you're sounding like a complete ass on the internet right now, right?
That's okay.
You need to
It's you
stop.
that it's you that's making an ass of yourself. But let me
But
see
no,
if there's
you're
an
not an
update.
asshole.
I'm gonna be honest, if this was me in this situation, or if like I was dealing with the husband was dealing with, I'd probably be like, you need to not play this game at all. Like I would give her like a set time, like you do a 5-year-old. Like, you only get this amount of time a week.
Yo, yeah, for real.
Like, you cannot. Like, how do you forget your child?
You're
Like,
37 years old. Like, you gotta be able to keep pay attention to time.
like, don't get me wrong. When I'm 37, I'm sure I'm still gonna be gaming. But like, I would never, ever do. Well, you know what? Maybe it's because we're not parents. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here too. Like, these people forget their kids in the back of hot vans all the time. Like, maybe there is a possibility to just completely
That's
forget your
stupid.
kid because you're so
That's
exhausted.
stupid.
But like,
You
not
look
for
like
a
an
game
asshole
though.
online.
You say that, but I'm playing devil's advocate. Good God, he's made so many posts. This dude's made a
He
shitload of
divorced the wife
posts.
and killed the kid.
No, he's like, hold
Oh
on,
my
he's made
God.
multiple updates. What is
My
this?
wife,
He's-
my wife is not and has not been diagnosed with anything before, but after this, I think it would be good to look into it. Thank you for your perspective on this. I really appreciate it. Holy shit.
Damn.
Hold on. I'm looking. Okay, all right. Okay.
what?
Okay. So the title is "Am I the asshole for telling her to stop playing Roblox?" So he did tell her to not play Roblox, but
That's so funny. I just can't get it.
hold on, I want to
Stop
see what this person's
Roblox,
post
no.
is.
I want to play Dress to Impress.
He's not responding to anyone specifically. Hold on. Someone asked for an update 2 hours ago, and he Okay, so
The one
someone
with-
said,
Aw.
"Is this real? She needs therapy if she's so addicted to a silly kids game that with avatars that she is forgetting her own real child. This is scary and a serious event for your kid. And okay, losing track of time, but missing the calls and texts too? That's insane, not the asshole. Hope your kid's okay. He probably felt so scared and abandoned." And then the poster responded, "Thanks for your concern. I plan on talking with her tomorrow morning because we'll have had a day to cool off and think it over. I've talked to my son in the car, the original event when it happened, and he seemed okay from my perspective. Obviously a little afraid and confused, but nothing that should impact him in the long run. I'll continue to be checking up on him and making sure, though." And yeah, and everyone else is just like, "You're not the asshole," and then everyone else is like, "I feel so bad for your son. This is a core memory now. Like, your son got forgotten and left." Like,
That'd be a great story to tell the people at school. Yeah, my mom forgot me because she was playing Roblox.
dude, imagine how great of a story that would be. My mom forgot me because she was obsessed with Dress to Impress Roblox. That is actually hilarious.
It doesn't matter. You're almost 40. You shouldn't be obsessed with it. You can be obsessed with things, but you need to know how to moderate everything.
I was about to say, like, we're probably the least amount of people to be like, "Oh my god, you're still playing games," because we're all gamers.
No,
So
that's
like,
why I corrected myself.
yeah,
No,
like
I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna be playing games for a while too, unless I really get sidetracked with other stuff or whatever. But I'm talking about obsession.
yeah, like I said, yeah, I could still see myself at 40 playing games, but I would never do something like that. Like I do it in
At
very
least like
mild
not with my
moderation.
kid, you know, like not
Yeah,
like with something important like that.
yeah, like that's
No, you
just.
drop what you're doing and go get your spawn.
But it's the
Your
yeah,
spawn.
the crotch goblin. Yeah, but like
Your
it is the.
spawn.
Oh wait, hold on. Someone asked, not the asshole, but I have a question. Does your wife work? What time does she get home? Does your kid get
2
home when he
o'clock.
doesn't have practice? Or how does your kid get home? How many kids do you have? Who normally makes dinner? Okay. Oh, wow.
He
Like kind of
does.
some of this is kind of
He does.
useless, but she works part-time and usually gets home around 2 o'clock. We only have one kid. He gets home on the school bus when there's no practice. She in the past has been the one in charge of cooking and food, but recently I've started to do this because of the events in the post. We're usually eating around 6:30. Oh, so this kid was abandoned and hungry.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, there's other posters comparing her to like my mom was an addict growing up, but like obviously not an addict to Roblox. It was just addict to like drugs. What a wild comparison. Yeah, but that's such a wild story. Hopefully they I don't know. I'd be given an ultimatum like we got divorce or you can, moderate your Roblox because that's weird. That's crazy.
Roblox. I
Yeah,
just
That's like
think
that's like
it's Roblox.
that's like a 15-year-old being obsessed with Call of Duty.
Like
Well,
why
yeah, because
Roblox
they're
at least?
15, they don't have any other
Hey, listen.
responsibilities.
What
I
do you
was a
mean?
15-year-old addicted to Call of Duty.
Hey, I never said that
Yeah.
was bad. I said you're a 15-year-old. You're still living with your parents. This is a 37-year-old.
Yeah, with the kid,
Yes.
I do feel really bad for the kid. Like, how the frack do you forget your kid, man? But all right,
How the
let's go ahead and how the frack. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, the next post right here was only a couple of days old. However, it immediately got deleted, which is why I've screenshotted. So any Reddit post I'm gonna read, I'm always gonna have the screenshots from the original. So this one blew up pretty fast. It's 4 days old, and yeah, it got completely deleted. So we don't know anything about it. Let me see if the poster's account's still active. 4 days old. The screenshot is from when it was 10 hours old. So what I'm reading was when the post was 10 hours old. We can still see some of the poster's comments, so I'll go back and read those afterwards. However, this post has been permanently locked, and yeah, you can't read it anymore. So yeah. Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend to wash his sheets before I stay over? Okay, so here's the situation. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 9 months now, and our relationship is thriving, except for this one thing. First, to give a little background, my boyfriend works as a landscaper, and he is pretty dirty when he gets back from work. For some reason, he doesn't like to shower when he gets home and usually takes a shower in the morning before he goes to work. Take a note I said before. Anyways, the first few times that I stayed over, I noticed that his sheets were kind of brownish, and I kept feeling what seemed like gravel or pebbles in my skin while I slept. Additionally,
Doo-doo.
oh yeah, additionally, I don't think that he washes his sheets frequently in the first place, so they just kind of build up grime and dirt. I wasn't too sure on how to approach this situation. I don't want to tell him to shower because that felt rude or like I was insulting his hygiene, so instead I've asked him if I could wash his sheets for him. I kind of thought that he would get the message after that, but he didn't. So last week I texted him and asked if he could do a load of laundry and put his sheets in there before I came over. He responded with, and she quotes, "Kay, this is getting weird. If you think that my bed is so dirty, you can just come over and do it yourself." Wow, I got a lot to say about that one sentence. But
Okay.
anyways, I don't really want to have to be his mom or whatever it is and wash his sheets for him all the time, just so that I don't have to sleep with rocks exfoliating me while I sleep. But I also don't want to tell him to go and shower because that's rude, especially if I had to tell him every damn day. Please help. So she ended up with please
First
help,
off,
but obviously she's
fir-
asking, is he the asshole, I guess, or she's the asshole.
first off, you don't First off, if your sheets are brown, there's no cleaning them. They're stained.
Yeah, but like really the brown color's what's making you nervous, not the gravel.
No. That's dingleberry.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure that that's the case.
dingleberry.
No, that's disgusting. That is Oh, that's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
You're
that's
so
actually
dirty
terrible.
that
No,
yeah.
that's nasty.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I get like maybe some sand getting in the bed from your like feet. I guess if you like have a sandy house, but like actual
No,
gravel.
this is a man who doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of nasty though. Why would you shower before work when you get dirty all day and then come home and sit and stew in your own like
Yeah,
swamp
that's
ass?
gross.
He's
Yeah.
Smelling and dirty as fuck.
he's got it backwards.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
but here's what's getting me. This lady sounds like a pushover, or maybe it's just me. She kind of sounds like a pushover. How are you gonna be like, it's so rude to tell him he's dirty, bro? His sheets are stained brown and there's pebbles in them. You need to tell him that
Yeah, like,
he
you
needs
better
to
say
shower.
something.
Like
Oh,
Not
yeah.
only that,
obviously
he
he
also like
missed
kind
his
of went
step.
off on her.
Yeah, that's another thing. The whole, okay, this is getting weird. If you think my bed is so dirty, you can just come over and do it yourself. I would be, at that point, honestly, if I was fresh dating a guy like this lady, well, 9 months, I guess, is starting to get
No,
close to a
do your
year.
own
But, like,
damn
that's,
freaking laundry.
he'd have to be really great in the relationship for me to not be like, yeah, we're done. The minute you send me a text about me washing your damn sheets because you want to stew in your own filth, I would not sleep ever at that point. And I wouldn't allow
No,
him in
because
my place
at
either
all.
because he doesn't wash his ass.
no, the thing is, stewing in your own filth, that leads to other problems. If he's gonna do that, then what other things is he screwing up on? Because if you don't take care of yourself and you're filthy and all this other crap, that's gonna. There's other problems that come with that kind of behavior.
Yeah, that's some nasty ass shit. And let me see what people are. Yeah, honestly though, that whole, yeah, you can wash my sheets if you're so concerned about. Oh, no, I would be like, all right, yeah, we're done. You're absolutely disgusting. You need to keep up your hygiene.
Oh.
Like, I don't know how you expect people to stay in your own
Mm.
filth. Like, I would pop off. But yeah, someone commented, I think his sheets gave me a UTI. Wait, no, wait, this
Oh.
is I found this is like an update. Hold on.
Whoa, there's another.
Dude, it's an hour. It's an hour old. It's okay, so it's an hour old. She actually just posted an update. Now keep in mind the original post got deleted. The screenshot's from 10 hours old. So I'm getting this fresh, hot off the press right here.
Why
So
was this
she-
deleted? It's just about
It's
someone who's
just
not cleaning their
Reddit,
freaking
it's Reddit.
bed.
It's literally Reddit. That's just what they do. But yeah, so she posted a new post, and this is an update basically. It's in relationship advice. And here's how it goes. I think his sheets gave me a UTI. 33 male and 22 female. There's an age gap. And he's still not washing his ass.
It looks like it's all relatively the same
Oh,
stuff being repeated.
yeah. She posted the same thing. Yeah, she just posted it, or they posted it because of the fact that it's
Oh, this
Spelling
one's
of the way that-
grammatically correct. Yeah.
grammatically.
Yeah, there's a lot
Read
more.
through a little AI thing before.
Oh,
posting to
yeah,
make sure it was
okay.
good this time.
Let me chat
Okay,
GPT,
yeah,
man.
so she basically has reposted it an hour ago, and now the title is she got an UTI from the sheets, which is completely different. Let me see if she added any new context to the UTI
Oh,
part.
that's just disgusting.
She
Well, it's the
doesn't
same
add
story.
any
It's the
more
same
info. It's the
story.
same exact post, but now she's just added that she has a UTI from his sheets.
God.
Honey, I think it's his dirty. Someone commented, it's his dirty wiener giving you the UTI, not the sheets. Sincerely, an RN who sees too much. And I was just gonna say that earlier before seeing this new post. Like, if his hygiene's that bad, I would not be doing it with him. She 100%. Like,
Yeah, that's another thing too.
yeah, it's 100%. He is giving her issues. Someone else commented, LMAO girl, this is pathetic. You shouldn't have to tiptoe around a man who is 11 years older than you about basic hygiene. This is repulsive of him, and honestly, I'm concerned that you've put up with this for 9 months. His text to you should be an automatic deal breaker. There's no fixing what level of immaturity and all-around grossness he has. And yeah,
33-year-old
there's a 33-year-old man, and she's a 22-year-old woman. She's more mature than him.
Yeah, that's insanely nasty.
Go ahead, look at this one. There's a reason why this grown ass man is dating someone so much younger. It's because most self respecting 30-something women are not going to tolerate this bullshit.
Damn straight.
I mean, that's, yeah.
You better get the fuck out of Dodge. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people saying that this has to be a joke. I'm 30 and I wouldn't even touch a guy like that. It'd be better. The fact that you actually slept in a bed after seeing it is in its condition is absolutely disgusting. And then there's a lot of people spazzing out on her, like, how are you 22 years old putting up with a guy this old who doesn't know how to clean himself properly?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's not really a I'm looking at a comment from
People are actively going on this.
yeah, I'm looking at the comment from the deleted post. Yeah, and okay, so the girl's somewhat agreeing in some of the comments I'm seeing, the ones that she responded to. She's like, I gotta bleach myself after this. Blah blah blah. Like, yeah, so I think she's realizing how disgusting this dude is. As she should. Like, how the heck even? How do you put up with that?
This
I
one's very
couldn't.
all these comments are very grotesque.
You're 22 years old. You don't need to put up with this. It would be so easy to break up with him. Just end it, dude. I wouldn't. I'm 25 and I wouldn't put up with I wouldn't even date a guy that's 33 at the age of 25 to begin with, but that's just personal preference. But like, if I was dating a guy and I found out he was that dirty, I'm not your mom. Like, I just would end things at that point. They're so early in the relationship. Just end it. That's disgusting.
Someone said y'all sleep in a manger.
That's a great
You know,
that's a great thing.
what?
Little Jesus reference. Y'all sleeping on the ground
Jesus.
in a manger. But yeah, hopefully she ends things with him. You're not the asshole, lady, if you're listening.
No.
No. The fact that she
No,
got
no,
a
no, no, no.
UTI from his dirty ass should have been like a
That's
deal breaker
wild.
immediately. Like, his dirty wiener gave you a UTI. You
You
should
got
have
the
already been done with
burn.
that.
He's dirty
That's
wiener.
crazy. His dirty wiener.
Mm.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next story. This one right here is a really, really short story. You know, as per all the other stories tonight, I haven't read any of these. The title just sounded interesting. So, this is posted in Am I the Asshole? This is 4 days old. It's not really a Am I the Asshole post. Like, he posted in Am I the Asshole or she, but the title's just Wife got me the gift I said I didn't want. And yeah, so he doesn't ask about if he's the asshole in the title. But anyways, so I had a birthday 2 months ago. The wife asked for ideas for presents, so I gave her several. Later on, she asked if I would like a coffee maker, and I said no. I drink instant coffee, and I told her I had a coffee maker in the past, a Keurig, that regularly broke down and that I constantly had to fix it. It became a chore, and also, my mother-in-law has given me a Yeti for Christmas for the past 5 years. I never used them. I even asked my wife to explain to my mother-in-law that my collection would end. Then comes my birthday. I open my 2 gifts. It's a Keurig coffee maker and a Yeti. Both gifts from my wife. I told her to give me the receipts so I can return them. Am I the asshole? And so we do have an update, but go ahead and do you guys think he's the asshole?
I would say, dude.
I mean, it's a gift, but I mean, you don't really. If someone is gonna gift you something, you don't. Kind of, yeah.
I mean, he already stated that he didn't want a coffee maker, and
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
get
want
it,
any
but if
more
someone keeps
Yetis.
insisting giving you something they don't want, that is kind of stupid.
Exactly. If I told you I don't want something and I give you other ideas and then
So
you give
no,
me
he's
one thing
not.
that I
Never
said I
mind.
didn't want, I'd be like, yo, what are you doing?
I take that back. He's not.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think he's the asshole. And, you know, there's a lot of people who do this, and I'm a woman, so I can say this, I guess. Specifically, a lot of people that do this are other women. Like, women sometimes will just completely ignore what you're gonna say when it comes to gifts. I know because I've had it happen to me, and it's always been women. But 100%. Like, if I told you I don't want something repeatedly, and I've said please do not get me this, and you give me it, and I'm disappointed that I got it, I feel like I'm justified in having those feelings.
Yeah, true. Oh, and you said Keurig. It's Keurig.
No, whatever it is. I was just reading it, but yeah, Keurig, whatever it is. I don't use them. I make my
Nah,
own
I
coffee.
don't. I
cold
don't use
brew.
them either. I'm just.
Yeah, I
I've
cold
heard them.
brew it.
I've heard plenty of people say Keurig, not Keurig.
I have one.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So the people get what I'm saying.
Mm,
People get what I'm saying more or less, but
no, you said you
yeah.
had one. You have
I
one.
do indeed.
Oh,
Do you like it?
nice.
It depends on the type of coffee pod you get, really.
I've had one before, like, in the past. It just is so weak. Like, you don't really get strong stuff. Like, it just waters run through stuff, and you hope that it gets enough effort from it, I
Mm,
guess, if that
Yeah,
makes
it is
sense.
like that.
Nah, you
But
want strong, make black.
I don't drink coffee black. I have to have sugar creamer.
I have to have sugar and milk in mine. I don't really use creamer, all these flavored creamers. I don't really use
I
them.
don't.
Like, I just like
I
heavy
don't
cream,
drink
actually.
coffee. I don't drink
I got
coffee
this.
at all.
I don't drink coffee too often, but like I'll have it probably regularly only at work, just for a little caffeine boost. But it's like not a lot. But usually I'll get this like there's this one. It's like called like a Cinnabon Delight. It's like a cinnamon roll coffee creamer, and it is very very good. I'd say.
They have a lot of flavors of them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
There's so many flavors.
I will say, going back to the post, you never want to be that asshole or that person who's like, I'm disappointed in the gift I got. Like, you're always gonna look like the asshole, and everyone's always gonna call you the asshole for that. But like, it's about time we start speaking up. If you specifically have asked for something and you didn't get it, that's one thing. But if you specifically asked to not get something and you got 2 items that you specifically asked to not get,
Oh yeah.
then like you have every right to be disappointed. And like, I'm sure they're gonna be
Well,
like,
no,
you're
that
not grateful and shit like that. But like,
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, like, yeah, he has every right to be disappointed.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, no, can't disagree with that.
Nice little dust collector with the
so
Yeti cups.
he does have an edit. I'm calling it an update, but it's an edit. So, wow, I didn't expect this amount of responses. Thank you, everyone. I'm still working on reading as many comments as I can. I did take the Yeti and the Keurig back. Oh, no, Keurig. How do you say it, Wisp?
Keurig.
Keurig.
And the Keurig back and got myself a Nintendo Switch. How much are these coffee makers? What?
How much
Coffee,
was
they are
how
expensive.
much was the Yeti and Coke?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I know Yetis are like
God.
$50, or I guess they're a lot cheaper now that Stanleys are moving in. But anyways, she is not okay, she is not what? She had not gotten me those gifts before our conversations. Per the receipt, she bought them 3 weeks after. Yeah, so he's basically calling her out for buying those gifts after he said specifically, do not get me those gifts. So that was answering a question. But he said, we definitely do have some marital issues. We actually have our couples therapy session in about 3 weeks. I really hope this helps. Thank you so much for all the kind words. So that's pretty much the edit. I'm looking at comments right here. Someone basically said
At
that
least they're
she
trying
only
to
got,
fix things in the marriage.
I guess.
Mm.
Someone did comment like she got that stuff just because she wanted it, and she's using it as an excuse to get it to you.
Yo, Loki.
Well, yeah, but he returned them, so
Oh well, he
there's,
did.
like-
He did comment back. He's like, she could have already used one of those Yetis that he already had, and go buy her own self coffee maker. So yeah, that's kind of weird. People are calling her disrespectful. Yeah, no one else is
and
really.
gift the. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, please. Somebody said and gift the Yeti cups back to the mother-in-law too, one at a time until they're gone.
Well, hopefully, I for the poor guy's sake, I hope that she doesn't get any more. She doesn't give him any more Yeti cups, because they're like the
I would hope so
mother-in-law's.
too.
Like, the
not.
wife's the one who got him another Yeti this time, not the mother-in-law. Hopefully the mother-in-law knows. I don't know. I feel like you can never have too many cups, but like, maybe that's just the cup
Nah.
hoarder in me.
You can have too many $50 cups sitting in your thing.
Yeah.
Those $50 cups could be like regular cups.
Well, you know what? Every time he gets gifted a cup, what he can do is he can just return it and then buy a Nintendo Switch game for his new Nintendo Switch now. Because they're about the same price at this point.
Ew.
Like, I had to make it
That's
even,
very
you know?
true.
Hell, I got a coffee cup from my work for Christmas. I thought about throwing it away.
I mean,
was like,
I get
"Nah, I
free
can
like
use
Yeti
this."
cups. Yeah, I get like
Huh?
free Yeti cups all the time. Like knockoff Yetis, at least from like companies. Since I'm a real estate agent, like we have tons of mortgage lenders and like attorneys that come and just bring us shit like that.
There are so many comments. My God.
There's a lot of comments, but
I'm still scrolling.
am I the asshole for refusing to forgive my boyfriend after he used my emergency savings without asking? I, 20 female, have a small emergency fund I've been saving up for months. It's about $2,000 and I kept it in a separate account for, well, emergencies. My boyfriend Jake, 23 male, has been struggling since he lost his job, and I've been helping him as much as I can. Groceries, gas money, stuff like that. Last week his car broke down and repair bill was $1,500. He was super stressed, but I told him I couldn't help and suggested that he ask family or work out a payment plan. I thought that was the end of it until I saw my savings account was missing $1,500. I found out that Jake transferred the money to himself using my laptop while I was asleep. When I confronted him about it, he said that he did it because we're a team and I wasn't using the money anyways. He promised to pay me back once when he gets a job, but I told him that wasn't the point and it was my money, and he had no right in taking it without asking. He called me selfish and said I wasn't supporting him when he needed me the most. Now he's upset and demanding the money back, and a few of our mutual friends are saying that I'm being too harsh. I don't think I'm wrong, but am I the asshole? No.
Hell yeah. I mean, not her, but him. Sorry.
I was about to
Like,
say I was questioning your motives there for a second. I was
yeah,
like, what
yeah,
the
yeah.
heck?
But like, she's sitting here, got a whole savings, emergent, like she's got savings for herself that she just has on the download just because, and you're gonna say how you're gonna steal $1,500,
That's
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
don't.
money to be taking from someone at the age of
and
20.
then mutual friends are saying that you're being too harsh, that he stole $1,500
No, you
that
need to
he's
get.
never gonna be able to pay back.
No, if you have friends, you need to get rid of your freaking friends.
I was about to
For
say, you need to
real,
get
like
rid
what
of the
is
man
that?
and the friends. Like, what the hell? And take him to small claims court
No,
if he doesn't pay you back.
that just sounds like you need to get rid of him, and you need to get rid of the mutual friends.
For real, tell his
I
ass
mean, that's a crappy situation, but that's
the
stupid.
little bicycle. You'll be all right.
You're 20 years old. Get rid of him. There's absolutely no point to keep a relationship after he stole
Well,
that
okay,
much
yeah, because
money.
this
Yeah.
is a fresh new person,
Yeah, this
fresh
isn't like
new
they've
adult.
been married for 16 years and, something like that, which even still, like, that doesn't justify stealing, but, like, holy shit, you're 20 and he's 23? And he thinks it's okay to steal that much money from you? Imagine what he would do in the future. Like, I would break up. That would be the end of it. I would not continue to be in a relationship like that. But, like, here's another thing, and I get that she's 20, and for anyone listening that's young, and I've always been raised, and I've always been told this, never leave your your bank login and stuff like that logged in. Never do that. Always make sure that
Yeah,
your phone apps, your anything online, log yourself out. Never leave yourself logged in, and this is a prime example of why.
yeah, I was fixing to say the same thing. Don't do that because hell, I don't keep my stuff logged in all the time because of. I mean, I'm not with anybody at the moment, or whatever. But if I was, I mean, that's just stupid. You don't do that. You don't
Yeah.
keep your self logged in, especially on the computer you use. I mean, if someone else is using your computer, that's another problem. But
Well, that's the same thing with
Yeah,
the app. Same
just
thing with
be
the phone.
rational and just give out your social security.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, the same thing goes back to, like, leaving your phone app logged in. What happens if someone steals your phone and gets into it? Now they have your whole bank account. Like, just never leave your stuff logged in. It takes 5 seconds to type in your password and your username. It's better to do that instead of losing $1,500.
hmm
Um, this post is only 8 hours old, so obviously there's not too much going on with it update-wise. But, yeah, nobody's really calling her an asshole. People are kind of sharing their own experiences where they've gotten money stolen from them by others. But
Yeah, the fact they said they were a team. Like, what do you mean?
that's what's wild
Oh
to me.
my
And it
god.
doesn't sound like they live together. Cuz it sounds like he lives on his own. He's got his own apartment or whatever cuz she had to help him with food and stuff like that. But like they're obviously not living together because, she's had to help him out with it. I don't think they're living together. It doesn't sound like it. But like
they ain't posted.
yeah, the fact that she was helping him out to begin with at the age of 20 is insane. Like, he really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that she needs to press charges against him. And I think that's too far. He's only 23. But obviously, at the age of,
Well, he's
by
got
the
to do
age of 20,
something.
by the age of 10, you would know not to steal $1,500 from someone, let alone the age of 23.
Right, and to say
Yeah,
that $1,500 sitting in a savings account was, "Oh, it's just sitting there, it's not doing anything anyways." What the fuck do you think a
it
savings account
doesn't
is?
matter. Yeah, there's a reason
Oh
it's called savings.
god. Yeah, like, it's just supposed to disappear?
It's not called active checking. I mean, or
And like,
active savings, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find if there's any. Some people are saying report it as fraud to your bank, but like if he used Zelle, which I'm actually assuming that he probably did use Zelle since he was able to seamlessly transfer it from her bank to his. Um, Zelle doesn't work that way. Like you don't get refunds if you accidentally send a Zelle to someone.
Yeah, you
Like
can't
someone,
get
you
that.
can't get it
No.
back. And so like, what's done is done. But he did still. You could take him to small claims court, but like.
Potentially, but he's never gonna be able to pay that shit back, probably, especially with his current situation going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just in a you're in a hole. He's an hole, not her. Well, maybe she is too, but
Well, I'm not really seeing too much updates for her, but hopefully she has learned her lesson about A, having her bank account information logged in, and then B, dating shitty people. So,
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully she breaks up with him. Like, that's, yeah,
that's
break
the
up
only
with him.
rational thing. That's the only rational thought there.
Yeah, but some people are crazy. There's some people who would see this happen and be like, yeah, but I'm still gonna keep dating him. There's people who actively have been, like, beaten by their
Oh, I
boyfriends
know.
and still stay with them. Like, people are crazy. You're 20.
Oh, I know.
There's no reason to put up with that. Leave
No,
him.
you're
Take him to small claim
you're
court.
you're a fresh adult. Yeah, you got more crap to go on.
Yeah, like I don't know. That's weird. And she's only 20. Like there's only so much schooling she could have had. So I'm assuming that she's working like a normal like early college job. Like you know, like she's probably working at like a Skechers or something or like a restaurant. I don't know. So she's probably not making like tons of money to help this dude out.
Payless shoes.
Didn't Payless shut down? I
I
don't
think
think
so.
Payless is a thing anymore. Yeah, I think it went out
No,
of
I don't
business.
think so. Yeah.
They filed bankruptcy. But anyways,
Payless.
Hey guys, future Taylor here. I was editing this episode and I just wanted to give you guys an update on this situation right here. Well, really, what's following with this story. I'm going to try to give you guys updates if there are updates to be given since us recording. And unfortunately, with this story right here, we will not be getting an update. The post is now 100% deleted, as well as the user that posted the story. They completely deleted it. So we will not be getting an update for this one, which is sad, but just so you guys know, if this ever does happen and there is an update, I will read those updates for you guys. But yeah, just a little future Taylor here. But anyways, continue the rest of the video.
I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up today's Reddit stories, guys. If you end up enjoying this video, please do like and subscribe. If you guys have some Reddit stories you would like us to read and make our takes on it or take our takes on it, please do email us. We have our emails open. You're more than welcome to reach out to us. And yeah, we will be dropping one of these every couple of weeks. So definitely subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you guys on either the next podcast or the next Reddit. Other than that, though, we'll see you guys later.
Da, 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 da.
Bye.
Beep, beep, boop.